Welcome everybody to Animaths. In today's video we shall be doing a 9th standard topic. This is actually my first 9th standard topic with you all, and in this video I am taking up polynomials, the very first part of polynomials. So we shall be introducing polynomials here in this video. Okay, so and we'll be doing how we differentiate an algebraic expression from a polynomial, what are the different types of polynomials, okay, and what is the degree of a polynomial. So these are the few things that we shall be taking up in today's video. So let's see what it is like. Okay, now let us see what is an algebraic expression. Okay, algebraic expression, what is it exactly? Let me write one. 9x square plus 7y plus 3. Okay, this can be called an algebraic expression. Why? Because I can see these are the terms, these are called the terms. This has 3 terms in it. Okay, and it has been joined with either plus or minus sign. I can even make this minus. Okay, it can even be a minus. Or 9x square y plus 7yz plus 4 let's say y plus 7. Okay, or here one minus I'll put. This is also an algebraic expression. That is what that's because this is, you can see clearly, these are the 4 terms, and in these 4 terms have been attached with plus or minus signs or even multiplication or division signs. These are called the coefficients. Okay, these numbers are called the coefficients, and this is the constant term. Okay, with the sign, this is called the constant term. The term which does not have a variable in it is called the constant term. These are the variables, x square, y, these are the variables here. Okay, so the variable will be x and y, here the variable is x, y and z, and these are the constant terms. Now this is an expression having 4 terms. As you can see, this is an expression having 3 terms. Now let us see what a polynomial is. Now not every algebraic expression gets classified as a polynomial. Only certain algebraic expressions can be called a polynomial. Which are those? When in an algebraic expression we see that the variables involved, in which the variables involved have only non-negative integral powers, then it is called a polynomial. Means here you can see a power, here also you can see a power. Okay, this power of the variables, not of the numbers, not of the coefficients. Remember, if I make it 9 square here, that doesn't make any difference to the whether it's a polynomial or not a polynomial. These powers have to be non-negative. Okay, they can't be negative. Of course they can be 0, but they can't be negative. That is, if I write a minus 2 here, it does not qualify. Then if I write a minus 2, this expression will be only an algebraic expression but not a polynomial. Okay, let us take a few examples, then you will know exactly what I am saying. So even fractions are not allowed here. Negative numbers are also not allowed here in a polynomial. Let's take 5 plus 8x. Now here comes the variable, to the power 3 by 2 plus 4x square. This is not a polynomial. Why is it not a polynomial? It's not a polynomial because of this. Okay, otherwise it was okay. Here, for this power which has become a fractional one, okay, it is not a polynomial because only non-negative integral powers are allowed. So since this word is there, integral means integers. You need integers in the power. So 3 by 2 is a fraction which is not an integer. Hence you can't take this 3 by 2. Okay, you can't take this 3 by 2 as a power in a polynomial. So this remains an algebraic expression but not a polynomial. Okay, let me take another example where we'll see that it is not a polynomial. Okay, here let's take y square plus root 2y minus root 5. Now this is definitely an algebraic expression, okay? But then if we look closely, the moment people see this, they think, okay, this is 2 to the power half and 5 to the power half and all that. So it's not a polynomial. They are allowing coefficients can have fractional powers, negative powers. Only thing what cannot have negative or fractional powers is the variable. So since all the variables, the y and y square, here power is 1, okay, here power is 2. These are integral and non-negative. It qualifies as a polynomial. Okay. Then let's go for another one where let's take it like this. Z plus 5 z to the power minus 1. Okay, this is z. Let me write it like this. Okay, z to the power minus 1 plus 3. Now this one, is this a polynomial or not a polynomial? Is it only an algebraic expression? Let us see. Look here. Here, this one means it has got a negative power, okay, and it does not allow, only non-negative powers are allowed. So it does not allow non-negative powers in the variables. Hence, this is again not a polynomial. Okay, so let's take up another one where it is probably not a polynomial, like this, x plus 1 by x. Now, this is an expression definitely, but then if we write the x properly, it becomes this, which is a negative power in x. We have it here, hence it is again not a polynomial. Okay, it is only an algebraic expression. Okay, so I hope you have got at least what gets classified as a polynomial and what doesn't get classified, that much. Now let's take the degree of a polynomial. Degree of a polynomial. Now what is degree of a polynomial? In case of degree of a polynomial, the highest power of the variable is called the degree. Means what? Let's see. If we have 2x plus 3, the highest power of the variable, here of course we have it only in one place. So the power of x is 1. Hence degree is 1. Okay. Then let me change it a little bit. Plus 3x plus 4. Now the degree is the highest. The variable has been used here, the variable has also been used here, but then the highest power of x is 2. Therefore degree is 2. Okay. Now like that you'll have to choose, you'll have to actually see and understand which is the degree of the polynomial. But then it also sometimes happens that there's more than one variable. Okay, there's more than one variable. Then how do you find the degree? Supposing you have 2x square y plus 3xy plus 4y. Now what is the degree? Now you are confused. Okay, in this case you will have to add the powers of this and this. Okay, that gives a 2. Here power is 1 of the variables. We are not talking about the constants at all. Okay, and then here if you add this 2 with this 1, because power here is 1, you get a 3 here. Therefore the highest power of the variables, this is degree 3. Okay, degree 3 polynomial. Now if it is a degree 1 polynomial, then we call it a linear polynomial. Okay, A degree 1 polynomial is called a linear polynomial. This type of polynomials are called linear. Okay. If we have a degree 2 polynomial, then it is called a quadratic. Quadratic. You might have heard this word somewhere else also. Quadratic polynomial. QUAD. Okay. If there's a degree 3 polynomial, then we call it a cubic polynomial. Okay. And if you have a degree 4 1, I am not writing, and I can write 1, you can, if you want it, x to the power 4, okay, minus 3x cube plus 4y plus 6, something like this. Okay. Now here the degree is clearly 4 because the highest power of the variables is a 4. This is called a biquadratic polynomial. Okay. So these are the different uh, types of polynomials. Okay. So these names are very important. Now, number of terms of a polynomial. What is a monomial? You have heard this earlier too. What is a monomial? Monomial is when it has only one term. A polynomial having only one term will be called a monomial. Remember, that can even be a constant term. Okay. So, a polynomial having only one term is called a monomial. It can be just a constant term, or it can be something like this, or even like this. So, these are all monomials. The sign does not matter. It can be minus here and a plus here. Okay. Now come to binomial. Binomial. In a binomial, the number of terms is 2. So, it can be 3 plus 7y, it can be 4y plus 9, it can be 4x square y plus 7, it can be anything like this. Okay. So, if it is this way, that is, it is having two terms attached by a plus or even a minus sign is fine. Okay. Then it is a binomial, which is a polynomial having two terms. Okay. Next is a trinomial. For a trinomial, naturally, there has to be three terms, which is, let's say, 3x square plus 7y plus 4, 2z plus 3p plus 9, something like this. These are all trinomials. Okay. Now, there's something called a constant polynomial also. Now, what is a constant polynomial? Constant polynomial. What is that? A constant polynomial is the one which is just a plain number. It does not have any variables. Basically, the polynomial formed with just a number. Polynomial formed with a constant term can be called a constant polynomial. Means if I write minus 5, if I write, okay, this is a constant polynomial. If I write just a 3, remember, even these are being classified as polynomials. Okay. Now, why do you think they are being classified as polynomials? The real reason why even these are considered as polynomials is because minus 5 can also be written as minus 5x to the power 0, remember. Okay, which is a non-negative power of x. Okay, non-negative power. So, this satisfies the definition of a polynomial, right? It satisfies the definition of a polynomial because minus 5 can be written as minus 5x to the power 0, or 3 can be written as 3x to the power 0. Why? Because x to the power 0 is nothing but a 1. We know it from exponents. Okay. So, that considering that even these plain numbers are all considered as polynomials, but they are referred to as constant polynomials. Okay. So, just one more question we need to do. What is the coefficient? Okay, what is the coefficient what is the coefficient of, let's give an expression of x cube, of x cube in this term. Which term? In this polynomial. Okay, 2x plus x square, 2x plus x square minus 5x cube plus x to the power 4 plus x to the power 4. In this, what is the coefficient of x cube? Now, if they ask a question like this, you have to understand that the answer is clearly minus 5. That is, this number is definitely the coefficient, but then it also takes the sign with it. So, the coefficient is a minus 5. Okay. Now, what is the coefficient of x in this? Coefficient of x they are asking, of x. Coefficient you can even write like this, which is, what is the coefficient of x? Now, let's see what the polynomial looks like, because these polynomials sometimes create a lot of confusion. Root 3 minus 2 root 2 x. Okay, you must have an x term, otherwise you can't find it, plus 4x square. Okay, so what is the coefficient of x in this? The coefficient of x in this is this much part. Okay, that is answer here. Don't write 2 root 2. It is minus 2 root 2. Okay, so the answer is minus 2 root 2. That is, you pick up the coefficient always with the sign before it. Okay. So, with that, we finished the very first part of polynomials. Polynomials chapter of 9th standard will be done in about 4 parts. Okay. We shall be taking up after this 0 of a polynomial in the very next video. So, please follow the chapter, all the videos serially. Okay, always first go through part 1 and part 2 sequentially. You must go through it, then you can understand it properly. Okay, the links of all the other parts will be given in the description box, so you can quickly go from the description box to the next part. Okay, so if you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Let's meet soon in the next video. Bye all of you.